Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Runjay Patel. Guys, in this video I am going to talk about ServiceNow Slack integration using a integration hub. Guys, nowadays integration hub is very popular. If you are going to integrate with any third party application, your client will definitely ask you to use an integration hub to do the integration. Basically, integration hub will make your life easy if you are working with any third party integration, right? So we will see how we can integrate Slack with ServiceNow using an integration hub, right? So before that guys, there are some prerequisite things we have to have take care of it before starting your Slack integration, right? So first thing guys, you have to have one Slack account, right? And the second thing, a Slack account with workspace with the your admin privilege, right? So you can create your own as well. It's like a kind of open source, and definitely if you are going with your client or it's some extent it is open source, but if you are going with the organization level, then definitely you have to purchase it, I think so. I don't know much about the Slack, but Slack is a kind of a messaging app. Over there we can create our channel groups, we can talk to our colleagues the way we do for the Skype for Business and the Microsoft team, right? But nowadays guys, Slack is a very important one. So most of the client now they are using a Slack to do a communication, internal communication basically. So don't worry guys, I will showcase you how we can create your own account if you want to do a practice in your personal dev instance. Fine. So it's very simple guys. What you have to do, you have to just type a slack.com, right? So this is basically a Slack or company. Over there you have to just go to the try for free. Just click over here, it will ask you to create your workspace, create a Slack workspace, right? So now here guys, I have already created. It's like next clicking, it will ask you to give the Slack name and username and password, all this thing it will ask you. I have already created it guys, so I'm not going to create it. As you can see here right now, it is visible for me. I have created it for the ServiceNow help desk. Let me open it. So once you will create your workspace, then you will be redirected like this. Fine. Here there would be no channel for you because, sorry guys, here I have created a channel just for testing purpose, like random would be there by default and the general one. So two channel will be developed by default, but the rest it won't be there, right? So this is the channel guys, like once you will log in with, right? Now let's move on. Now you have a admin access if you are doing an integration with your personal dev instance, right? You know how to create an account and how to log in. From here you can just do it. Now I'm assuming whether you are going to do an integration with your client network on or your personal dev instance. In both cases you have to have a admin privilege, because we need a certain details which is required to fill into the ServiceNow. Fine. So we will talk about a scope of integrations guys. So here there are two way we can do the integration. So first is using a webhooks. So once you will log in it again, like once you log in your Slack, then here it would be a webhook integration guys. So what you have to do, just go to here logged in with this and go to setting and admin over here. So just go to manage app, right? And just look for the webhook. So basically incoming webhooks is the one which we will be interested for. So I will be showcasing you how we can do it. So this is the one way. For that there is no certain things required. It's damn easy. You have to create one, you have to add it into the Slack, and you have to provide a channel, right? So let me showcase you right away. Okay, fine. So let me just push one notifications in our ServiceNow. So how we can do so? It's damn easy, guys. So nowadays no one is using this webhook. Before that people were using, but now how we can do so? So how you have done? So first, this is my like application I have downloaded, guys. So I have logged in with the same account, as you can see here, ServiceNow help desk. You can do it from here as well. Here we have, right? So it's also a free, you can just download and do the stuff. So here what you have to do, we have to go to manage app. So once you will do the manage app, you will be redirected to the app directory. Just look for the incoming webhooks, right? Once you will do that, what you have to do, just click on the add to Slack. And before that, guys, you have to create one channel. So let me showcase you how we can create a channel. It's very easy. You just click on the plus icon and create a channel. So just for creating a web hook demo. So this is the channel name. I'm just creating it. So just click on the create button, just cross it, and now our channel is ready. So this channel I'm going to use it to post some data which will come from the ServiceNow, right? So what we are going to do, we are going to click on the add to Slack over here, and then it will ask me to choose the channel name. So here it should display our channel name as well. So if it is not display, yes, fine, webhook demo, right? We just now we have created, just select it and just click on the add incoming webhook integration. Fine, I just clicked it. So now you can see here it's been added to our instance. And now what we can do, we will be interested for the our URL. Somewhere it would be there. Yes, webhook URL basically. Fine. Now let's go to our ServiceNow instance and let's create one flow designer basically. Fine. So now I'm going to create one flow designer. Spin out. It is again login. Fine, let me log in over here. I'm just going like that. Fine, so just do the navigation for flow designer, right? Just type a flow D, it will come designer over here. And now let's click on the new. If you know a little bit about the flow designer, then well and good, because I'm going to use a flow designer for our actual integration as well. So just give one name like post message. I'm saying a demo. Fine, just I have given the name over here and click submit. Fine, so once you will click save it, your post a message demo, right? So this just a simple name I have given, you can give as per your convenience. So here we have to select our trigger condition. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create while updating only, we want to push the some data to Slack channel, right? So here I'll be selecting let's say incident, or let's say my incidents, right? Fine, so I'm not going to give any additional conditions over here that it should be triggered like a business will have. We will give the start condition, same way here also we are providing, right? Now it's done. Second, we have to provide the action. So in action we have to look for the Slack. So this time, guys, we are interested in Slack webhooks. We are not interested over here. So this is the second part nowadays, right? Everyone is using this application basically, this spokes. But right now we are doing a demo for the Slack webhooks, right? So using that, we have a very limited option, guys. So like we can post a message, post change details, post incident details, post problem details. Fine, so let me put some message, or yeah, message means like a post a message. I'm just clicking it over here. Fine, then guys, it is asking for the enter the webhook URL, right? So we have that webhook URL, this one. So just copy it and just place it over here. And now whatever the message you wanted to type, let's say incident, and we will bring up our incident and number as well, right? Incident has been updated. Just a simple message. Username which will reflect, which will come to your Slack channel. So in this case we will give a message, it is coming from the ServiceNow, and let's say we are giving a icon as a heart. Fine, now let's save this and we can do a quick test from here itself. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to select any incident, let's say 13 I have selected, and just run a test. Fine, it's run successfully. We can check our updates from here also, whether we have errors. We don't have any errors. Let's go to our Slack channel, and here is the things, right? Got it. So this is the, here we have given, right? Let me open it again. So this is basically icon we have given, so because of that it is coming heart over here, and the ServiceNow we have given, so this one is the ServiceNow which is coming over here, and this is the message it is coming, guys. So as you can see here, now we can post. So just in this scenario, guys, if you are using a, if you are not using a integration hub and you wanted to update it each and every step, this is basically for the support people, like what is happening on the ticket, you wanted to have it on the Slack, we can just go ahead and with the webhooks, right? It's not a paid plugin, so for the webhook we no need to pay anything, but whenever we are using a Slack scope, then definitely we have to pay something, right? So that is not a free version, you have to pay. That is a paid plugin basically. Fine, I hope you got it, guys. So how we can simply enable the notifications message using a webhook spokes. Fine, guys, so in next section of this video, basically a part 2 video, I'll be talking about the using a Slack spoke. So now, guys, everyone is interested in this spike basically, right? So I'll be telling you how we can integrate from the very beginning and basically from the very scratch, right? So guys, see you in the second part of this video. Thank you, guys. Thanks for watching. Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Runjay Patel. Guys, this is the part 2 of Slack integration series, right? So in first part of this Slack integration series, we have seen that how we can do a quick integration using a webhook spokes, right? But using a webhook spokes, guys, options was very limited. I can say here I have listed down. Using a webhook spokes, we can post a message, we can post a change details, we can post a incident details, and we can post a problem details. Only these many things we can do using a webhook spokes. But guys, when we are talking about the Slack spokes, so using this, guys, they have done a categorization basically. So they have done in 3 categorization. So one is the channel management, second one is the notification management, and the third one is the user management. So all 3 combines, guys, we can do with the Slack spokes basically. So if you are doing with the webhooks, means you can see here over here, so notification management only they can allow only for limited options, right? But if we are integrating with the Slack, then see how we can integrate it, guys. Fine, so let's understand, guys, over here, like what is the channel management basically, and what are the things we can do using a channel management, right? So using a channel management, guys, first of all you have to provide a permission. We will see how we can provide this permission to our Slack channel basically. So channels right, groups right, IM rights, and MP IM rights. Fine. So using this channel management, guys, so this is your Slack spoke basically. We can add a channel, we can add a user to channel, we can archive channel, create a channel, look for the channel history, look for the conversation, remove user from the channel. So these many steps we can do it from the ServiceNow. No need any manual intervention in Slack basically, right? So on top of that, guys, in the notification management, we have these four options which we have seen in the webhooks, but on top of that we have a post actionable message, post approval message also we can find it out, post response to Slack, update approval record. All these things we can do under the notification management. So in user management, guys, we can create a user, we can deactivate users, and we can look for the users as well. So these are the scope, I can say, guys, scope of integration. These many steps we can do using a Slack spoke integration, right? So let's talk about, guys, so what are the things we have to do from the Slack side integration, right? From the Slack side basically. So I have done a categorization for the Slack, and the second one is the ServiceNow. So both way, if your client has given you the admin rights to go ahead and do the modification based on your need, then you just do these following steps basically. Fine, guys. So here I can say you have to follow the 5 steps. So first of all, what you have to do basically, guys, first of all you have to log in with your admin account, right? So if you don't have admin account, then definitely you have to create. We have seen in the last video, means part 1 video of this series, how we can create our Slack account, right? And how we can create our workspace basically. Now we have to create an app. So let's start it now, guys, because this is the important part. And if you are not taking care, then your Slack partner, whoever there from your client end, they will take care of it. But you have to tell them these are the options, these are the permission you have to grant it from your Slack end. So we'll see over here, so that you can do a practice in your personal dev instance before starting a actual implementation in your client environment, right? So now I have already logged in, guys, over here. So this is my channel basically, right? So here, fine. So here is our all the apps we have installed it. So what we have to do, guys, so basically we have to add one app. So if you are going through the new, so I'm not going to showcase with the existing one, I'm going to create a brand new for you, right? So how we can do so? So for that, guys, what you have to do, you just type api.slack.com. so you will be redirected over here, and just start building a here you just click on the start building. I have just clicked it out, and here now it is asking to create a Slack app basically. So for this, guys, I have already created this one, ServiceNow helpdesk app 1. So let me open it over here, right? So this I have already created, open in Slack, it is saying. So if you are going to create a new, so here is the way you can create it. Just create the a new app over here. So just let me create ServiceNow help desk. I'm just creating with this, and this, guys, basically this is a workspace basically over here. So once you will create your account, it will create a workspace for you also. So for me, this is my workspace. So same workspace I'm selecting over here. So once you will create your account only, then it will ask you to select your workspace. Fine, and just click on the create app. It's very simple, right? Now guys, what you have to do, now we have created the app, but the second thing, we have to provide the permission, right? So here I have listed down the permission. So first of all, we have created the app and I have noted down, that means you have to go to api.slack.com, right? So I went through and I have created the app. Now third point, it is saying guys, you have to set the URL, means our instance URL basically, right? So here let me copy it, this one, and we have to go over here, and where is our URL? Just click on the permission, it will ask you to update the URL as well. Fine. So redirect URL over here, it is there, so just add a URL. Fine. So here we have to provide our dev instance URL, right? So dev, let me do it guys. Fine. So this is the URL, and after URL you have to just provide the auth_redirect.do. Fine. Just click on the add and the save URL. It's saved successfully. Now guys, the second thing we have to do, that we have to define our scope over here, like we have to define our permission, right? So just click on the add on the scope permission over here and give all this required permission to this app basically, right? So once you will do that guys, like for admins, all this thing is there guys, like a chat dots chat underscore right. So all this thing, it is listed down over here guys. Fine. So if you are not giving these many permissions, your app will not communicate with the ServiceNow basically. So you have, this is the mandatory scope I can say guys. So we have to have provide this. So a scope, add on a scope, provide the below permission, right? So once you will do it guys, so here it will ask you to install app to workspace. I'm not going to do it guys, because this is the last step we have to do it. Once you will do that, this will start reflecting over here basically. So right now it is there guys. So as you can see here, my app is listed on here, ServiceNow helpdesk app 1, which I have created earlier. So once you will do the installation, it will start reflecting app over here. Fine. So this is your final step, you have to do it. So this is the only way guys, and this is the only things you have to manage from the Slack side, right? So once you will install it, your job is done, your Slack side job is over now. Fine. So I'm hoping that you can do it yourself, this guys, in your Slack application, right? Fine. Now let's move on to our ServiceNow side. So ServiceNow side guys, first of all we have to enable the Integration Hub plugin. So guys, Integration Hub plugin is a paid plugin, so we cannot enable directly typing a plugin from here, right? So for that guys, what you have to do, you have to have one developer account, right? So if you are working with the client and you are going to implement with the client environment, then definitely you must be having a high account. Using that high account, you can enable the Integration Hub plugin, right? And so for those who are implementing a developer, your personal developer instance, and then you know that you have to go developer.servicenow.com and go to activate over here plugin, right? So where is manage and activate plugin, right? And just type for the Integration Hub. So guys, we are interested on this plugin basically, ServiceNow Integration Hub installer, right? Just install this plugin. By default it will activated over here, right? So let me show you. I have already activated, so for me it is visible. Integration Hub is visible for me, right? So yeah, after activating your plugin, Integration Hub option would be like this. Fine. So first step guys, things we have to do, that you have to activate the plugin. Now the second step guys, so this is basically we have to create your our auth profile, basically the way we are doing for the others, any third party integration. We are creating a auth profile like application registry, right? So what you have to do guys, you have to go here auth under the application registry, right? So guys, so once you will activate the plugin, one auth profile will be also created for you from the Slack side, basically. So this is the one by default, it is got created, and now you can see here the application, it is in Slack. Means we know that we are working with the scoped application, right? So let me just move it to the Slack over here. Fine. So this is the by default, I have not created guys. So this is the by default created by ServiceNow once you will activate the that plugin, basically, right? So here I have given the name, like you can just modify your name, and the guys, this thing we have to fill it very carefully. So these details we will be getting from our Slack channel, basically, right? So let's talk about one by one guys. So this is the free text name, whatever you want to give it, and this one guys, client ID we will be getting from our account, basically. So we have created our account, so this is our account, right? So we have to just go to our basic information, right, the where we have created your app, basically, right? So here I have created the app, and once you'll go to the basic information, just scroll down, it will give you the client ID, right? So just copy this client ID and do the stuff. So this is for our different one. Let me select. Anyway, you can create as many as you want application. As you can see here, right now we have 3. Just now we have created the SNSD, right? But I have done all these things using a ServiceNow helpdesk app one. So I have selected this and look for the this client ID. So same like whatever the client ID in your case, it would be present over here under the basic information. You have to fill it over here, right? So I have filled the client ID. Now the second thing guys, you have to fill the client secret ID. So same details you will be getting from here. Just click on the showcase and just copy it, client secret. So that thing also it is over here. Now this should be all application scope, make it active. And now guys, authorization URL you have to keep it like http // slack.com auth/version2/authorize. So this is the one you have to keep it. This is the static one, no need to change in your case also. If you are implementing the same thing in your client environment also, this static things it should go. So let me showcase you. I have already noted down all these things. So authorization URL, it will go from here. Fine. So token URL would be like this, api/auth.v2/access, right? And the redirection URL guys, so by default it will take from your ServiceNow instance, so no need to fill it. And the token revocation URL, no need to just do it, leave it blank as it is. And the default grant type guys, you have to select your authorization code. So by default this would be selected resource owner password credentials, but you have to select with the authorization code. Fine, just save it, right click and do your insert or update your record after filling all the details, right? You know that these are the details is very important. Please do not share these details to anyone if you are implementing in your client environment, right? So using these details, anyone can take a post a message in your Slack then. Fine. So next thing what you have to do, once you will save the record, by default this profile will get created for you, but we have to go to the auth entry page like the way we are doing for the other third-party integration, right? So for any third-party integration we have to fill this auth entity scopes, basically. So guys, so these are the things which I have mentioned. We have to enter the in the scope. So same, whatever we have given the permission in the scope side, in the Slack side, same things we have to update it over here as well. So as of now I have updated, as you can see, a 10 is there. So admin, channels right, chat rights, chat write boards, everything, like you have to enter it, just like this is a free text, and just enter it, and in this enter it. Fine. So this way you have to do it, guys. Let me just reload it so that it will not create problem. Fine. So it's a simple things, we have to enter it. So from where you will get these details? So here is the one we can get the details. Fine, guys. Now second thing, once you will done your activity over here, you have to just right click and save the record, and now again go back to your auth entity profiles. Open this profile and choose the same which you have entered over there. So right now I have to choose it, like I have not choose the others chat application, all these things, but here you can just choose it like a group im underscore right, sorry, clone right, this mpin right, read exit, chats, and the user read emails. So once you will provide it these details and right click and save the record again. So basically we have to complete our application registry form over here, basically a auth profile, right, using these details. Fine. And these details will come from here. Don't worry, guys, I will upload this in this video in the description below, so that you can get it from there, right? Fine. So we have done our first step, second step, and the third step. Fill all the required details. We have already filled it. These are the details we have filled it. Client ID, secret ID, grant type, authorization code, I have already listed down. Now navigate to integration hub and create a credentials. So we have done with first activity, that means we have created our profile. Now second fourth step, it is saying integration hub and create a credentials basically. So type integration hub, and we have to look for the credentials, right? So here is the credentials. Fine. So just click it on this and just look for the credentials. So here you have to create basically a credentials. Just click on the new and just look for the auth 2.o credentials. Click it, provide a name, provide your auth profile, which just now we have created this one. In this case we have created this one, and the save the record, right? So let me showcase you. I have already created with this name, Slack, this one, and this same I have selected over here. Nothing extra we have to do. Fine. Here, guys, once okay, fine, let me create it one new so that you will understand over here what I'm trying to explain, because we have to do it test and this one and submit. Just open the test one, it will show you like this: auth access reference token not available, verify that one. So next step in this, guys, it is saying click on the get auth token related links basically. So I'm talking about this, guys. So we have to click on this basically, get auth token. Fine. So basically this guy, right? Now once you will click it, it will ask you some to provide a permission basically. So you will be redirected to this page. Here you have to click the allow, it will get allowed to you. Fine. So I'm not going to do that with this. Fine, just going to cancel it. I'm just going to deactivate it. I have already created my credentials, which is here. So once it will get activated, it will showcase you like here access token is available and it will expire on this date. By default it will give you only for 30 minutes, guys. So for that, what we have to do, you have to just go to auth. Basically we have to edit it manually. I have already done it. I have listed down that steps as well. So go to integration hub, connection and credentials alias, and create the record. Before that I was talking about this, guys. So before that you just change the expiry one. So how you can do? So here you have to go to auth and just look for the manage tokens, right? So basically this token will get expire on this, but once you will get auth token clicked on this little link, this will give you only for half an hour. So how we can manage? Like you just click on the manage token and just look for your token link. So this is our auth token credentials, right? So here you have to do it manually. So you just change it 22 like that and save it. Fine. So then it will not ask you to change it in every half an hour, basically, right? Now the second thing, guys, we have to do over here. Now we have to create integration, connection and alias one record on that. So just go to integration hub. So guys, each and every steps we have to follow the way I'm just guiding you, right? So just follow the same step when you are implementing in your PDI, right? So here what you have to do, you have to create one credentials alias, basically, right? So same, this is a kind of one record, guys. So I have already created. So basically I have not created, this is created by the Slack application, right? So I'm using the same, I have not created the new one. So here I have just given the name, and the connection type by default it would be the HTTP, right? So don't change this one, basically. So by default it would be SSD, and we are looking for the HTTP only. Fine. Only things you have to do, once you will come on this page, then this connection would be not there. So you have to create the connection. So what you have to do, you have to just click on the new button over here, right? So once you click on the new button, let me open it in the new tab. Just you need to enter the few details. Just give the one connection name over here. I have given the HTTP connection. Select your credentials. Just now we have created, right? So select SND, I have created it. On that case, guys, alias by default it will get selected, and the connection URL you have to provide, guys, this one, https://api.slack.com, right? I have listed on this as well over here in the point 8. Get and create one HTTP connection from the related list of the connection and the credentials aliases. Select your credentials and fill connection URL as this one. Fine, guys. So this is like a very static one, you know, for every integration, like where it doesn't matter whether you are implementing with your personal dev instance or with your client one, you have to use the same one. Fine, guys. So once you will create it, it will make one record for you over here. Now we are done, guys. So here this is the configuration, basically we will be doing from the Slack side as well as the ServiceNow side, right? So let me just navigate again by this one, guys. So basically a 9 step we have to follow. I have listed down all the step over here. So let me recap quickly for you. So first of all, you have to enable the plugin over here, right? So you know that how to enable. Just you have to create one profile or auth profile, basically you have to create, and then you have to fill the required details, which will be this, basically. So in this, basically 3 or 4 columns are a static value which you need to fill it. Once you will make your authentication profile, then definitely you have to go to the integration hub and click create a credentials. Once you will create a credentials, click just validate your token, basically. So token will be taken from here, right? So for every application it has a one token, so it will take it from the verification token from here, right? So this is our, in this case this is a token number, right? So now you have to create one just extend your expiry date of your token, right, and create a alias over here, connection and credentials alias, and where you have to go, I have listed down the step as well. Fine, then you have to create a one HTTP connection and fill the details with connection URL as a apis.slack.com, right. And the last step, guys, we have to work with the flow designer, right. So now let's move on, guys. So it's time to showcase our demo basically, right. So just go here and flow designer, right. I'm going to create one designer over here. So I'm going to create a new create a channel. Fine, guys, so I have just given the name create a Slack channel, right, nothing else. I'm just giving, and let me put it as a description, this. Fine, one created for it, right, guys. Now what we are going to do, guys, so let's take one scenario. So whenever we are creating a change request basically, and whenever we are getting an emergency change request, that time we want to create a channel and we want to add a user whoever assigned to that assigned person, right. So this is the use case scenario, guys, I'm going to follow in this. So first of all, we have to get a trigger condition. So basically we wanted to create a channel, so definitely we wanted to run it only one time while creating only. So I have selected the trigger as a create. Fine, now the table I'm interested for change request, right. So I have selected the table as a change request, and in the condition I'm going to select the change type as a emergency, right. So for that we have to select the type, and type is emergency. Fine, we are done with the criteria. Means this workflow, or basically a flow designer, will get trigger whenever emergency change request will get created or generated, right. Now our trigger point is ready. Now we have to deal with our actions. So here we have to look for the Slack. So guys, in last example or in my last video, we have seen using a Slack webhooks, right. So we have a limited option, only 4 options we have to do at the activity. But in the Slack, as you can see, guys, we have many options, right. We can add a user to channel, we can archive channel, create a new channel, guys, remove user from the channel. So whatever the this information we are seeing it over here, I have already listed down over here, right. If you have seen my first video, we can do the activity, this activity, this activity, and this activity we can do so, right. So same activity over option, I can say it is visual for us for the Slack, right. It's a good, right. So without writing a single line of code, guys, we can do an integration with the Slack, right. As of now we have not written any a single line of scripting, right. We have done a customization only for like filling a token ID and the secret ID, all these things stuffs, but we have not done any custom scripting as of now. Before that, guys, how we are doing a scripting in the integration, you know very well, right. So we have to do lots of things in the integration, but nowadays ServiceNow is giving us to basically ServiceNow making our life easy whenever we are working on the integration, third party integration basically, right. So let's not talk much about that. So we know that how ServiceNow is performing nowadays. So what we are interested to create a channel basically. So here is the one, so create a channel. If you can look into this, guys, so what are the input you have to provide, and as a what output what you will be getting, and if you are getting an error, then what error you will be getting. Fine, guys, so here you just go through all these things while implementing, it will showcase for you as well. So here I'm just going to select the create channel. Fine, guys, so once we will create a channel, then it will ask for the name basically, right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to select a name, So what I'm going to do over here, so change, basically I'm going to create a channel name using a whatever the number change request number is generated with the same name. So in that case we will be selecting a number, right, and a number, and then let's say I'm just adding a info, right. So this thing, so only this thing, let's check it out now guys. So we will see one by one step. I will cover many things in this workflow design guys, so just be with me. So as of now I have created that trigger point, and the second step is the create channel. So let me showcase you what we are getting, whether we will be getting errors, and whether it will get succeed. If it will get succeed, we can see the channel name over here, right. Fine, so let me test it guys. So here ServiceNow has given a awesome functionality. We can do a testing with before going to a actual environment, right. So let me select anyone over here, and I'm just going to click on run. So now it says it's got executed successfully, and let me check the things guys over here. It is saying created over here. So now here it is saying channel name is invalid, error we got it guys, right. So here we can check whether it got successful or not, and then everything guys. So what are the error, what kind of error it is giving, invalid name, a special character, so it's saying over here, right. So let me showcase to you guys over here this thing, right. You can just do a troubleshooting. So this thing I wanted you to showcase, basically this name it will not take basically, right. On that case guys, what we will be doing, so basically it will not take the uppercase, it will take only the lowercase. What I'm going to do, if you will give the static value, well and good, but I don't want to go with the static value. Definitely I'm going to write a script then. So for that, what you have to go do guys, so just click on the this fx function, and here we have to write our code. So only one or two line of code I will be writing. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to copy this. So this is the sample script ServiceNow as givens, right. So this is a kind of object, and whatever the data we wanted to get it, we will be getting it. So let's see it guys. Current dot, we want number, so we have a number, right. So what we will be doing over here, say number, right. So this is the variable name, we got the number, and then again we will be saying where channel name, basically I'm just giving a short form channel name. Okay, my mistake. Or we can just name it like a cname, channel name, and using that what we are going to do, I'm going to keep number plus info, right. So I'm just appending that static, and I'll be returning this value, basically return c name dot to lowercase. Fine. So by default it will give us like change request, it will give us in the capital. So here while returning, we are just returning it as a lowercase value, right. I hope you got it. So this is basically a way to get this current object, means current record. So here is the current dot, whatever the attribute details you want, you just get it from here, right. And once you will have the number, we have a store in the number variable over here, and then we have created the another variables called the cname, means like a channel name, and here a number plus underscore info. Basically we are doing a string concatenation over here, and then finally after making it in the lowercase, we are returning the value. Fine. So we'll save this, and we are done over here. We'll save this and just click on the test again, and I'm selecting this. Let's see what it will happen this time. Let's go. It is saying null object converted to an object. Fine. This I wanted to showcase you guys basically. So channel name, what it is giving. Oh, it didn't get saved. Okay, fine. So I have to do it again, guys, basically. So what we have to do, sorry guys, but again I have to write it down again. So let me do it quickly. So here say num, here I'll be selecting a number, cname is equal to plus underscore info, right? And here we will be return cname dot to lowercase. Fine. So let me done, and this time I will save it again, guys. Let me see it again. Fine, now it is there. So let's run our test case. Over here, select any, let's do it. This time I hope so it should give us one channel name, and now got success message, right? So we have to check it, guys, over here. So what name it got given, change this one. So just look for the here, go to channel, browse channel, and this, got it, guys, this one, right? So channel name got created over here because it is not displaying over here because we have not added it. So in the next step, guys, I'll be adding a users also, so that by default it will come in this left navigation basically, right? But in this case, guys, we have created a successfully channel, right? So let me cancel it. Now next thing, guys, let me add it one more. So I hope you are clear how we can create a channel, right? So let me showcase to again this name I have given. Fine. So next step, guys, what I'm going to do, I'm going to add a user to that channel basically. So whatever the channel it's getting created, I'm going to add a user on that. So for that, again we have to select Slack and add a user to channel. Select it over here, and here we have to provide the channel ID. So channel ID, what we will be doing, we will be selecting from just previous steps basically. So here we will select channel and the channel ID, right? Now it is got created. So here we have to give the user ID, guys. So for in my case, how you will get a user ID, so just go over here. In your case, like how you can find your user ID, here you have to go to view profile, right? And in the view profile, just click on the more, and here you can find the copy member ID basically. So this is your basically nothing but a user ID, right? So in this case I have already created users, right? So let me showcase to you in users table, right? Let me do it updated, and something ITL users for that I have given, guys. Yeah, so I have created one basically sorry guys, I have created one Slack ID over here. As if you can see it over here, this is the like custom field. I have created a Slack ID, and I have given this user ID. This is basically nothing but our Slack ID, right? So I'm going to fetch this ID dynamically. So in each and every users record, we will be putting one Slack ID, right? So this is just for to showcase you guys. So based on your circumstances and based on your requirement and the scenario, you have to build the logic basically, right? So what I'm going to do in this case, guys, what I'm going to say, user ID is the record this change request and the assign to a reference, and then I'm going to say Slack ID, right? So it means that it will look for the assigned to of the that emergency change request, right? So here I will just keep the done over here and we will save it. So basically let's say it over here. So change over here, let me open any change, right? So I have given the condition as a emergency change, so I'm going to create a emergency change from here. So it will look for the whoever the assigned person is there for that Slack ID, right? So here is the thing is fine, everything is fine. So let's go over here, and this time what I'm going to do, I'm going to activate it. I'm not going to run through the test environment. I'm just going to activate it so that we can, while creating a record, it will create a one channel and it will assign that assign to me. It will take as a assignee in our Slack channel as well. Fine. So how it will be happen over here, so I have selected the ideal user, so it will, because it will look for this assigned to field. I'm going to do that save over here. Fine. So here I have created it. I hope so it will create one channel and it will add one user. So as you can see it over here, guys, so one channel is got created with the change request name 0006. So same change request number is there. So and here one ID is already there. Let me close it, and here it is saying joined this with Runjay Patel, right? So Flow Designer has created a channel, it has added me, right? If you are giving a like this one as a over here, whoever would be there in this case watch list, it will add, then it will add those people in the your channel group by default, right? So it's damn easy, right, to create a Flow Designer. If you are not aware about the Flow Designer, guys, as of now I have not created a video, but I'm planning to create a video on the Flow Designer just to showcase this Slack integration. I'm just creating it over here, right? So next thing, guys, so we have now successfully posted our message also, and we have created the channel. We have added the user to that channel. We can do the many things. So we can now post the our details as well to the same channel, right? So what we are going to do over here, so in this case, guys, so if we want to take a confirmation that whether that channel is got created or not, we can update it in the work node. So how we can do that, let me do it quickly, guys. Again, I have to edit one and just go to update record over here. Update record over here, we are taking, in this case record, we will be taking a change request, right? So table is also change request, field work note I'll be taking, and here I'll be taking one message we will be passing. A channel has been Slack channel has been created, and here in the Slack channel, in this case I'll be mentioning the channel name as well, right? Fine. So done it, save this, and again we have to activate it. Again we have to create one new change request, emergency change request basically. In this case it will create a channel in our Slack over here, and it will update the message as well. So let's check it out, guys. So I'm just adding this users. I'm just saying here, paste and save it. Now we have saved our emergency change over here. Now we are expecting one work note should be updated with the channel name, basically, right? It will take, yeah, it's got created because we have received it over here, guys. So as you can see here, 30007 is got created, and now it has added me as well, right? And now we are expecting that it should update our data in the work note as well, right? But it's not updated. Let me just refresh it. It didn't update it. Let me check what happened to this guy. So change request record has been created. Fine, everything looks fine. So what we are going to do is just we are going to do a testing. On that case, here we will create a record, and here is signing ATL user, and we'll be submitting the record. Fine, got created, and now we will run the test. So in this case also, guys, it should create one channel, and let me say check it out. Some error is there. Right access table change request. A scope doesn't have the right access to change request. Okay, so basically we have not defined the right access to our change request. That's why it is not updating our change request, right? But we can do it easily, guys. So everything is coming over here as well. So change request work note is this. So this thing, it will get updated basically, right? Once we will provide details to that. Fine, guys, I hope you guys are now clear with how we can do the integration, Slack integration with ServiceNow, basically, right? So if you have any comment, you know that where you can reach out to me. We have a Telegram group. You can just connect me over there. I will reply what as much as possible. Like I'm getting a many request, so definitely whenever I will get time, definitely I will reply to that. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. If you have any query, you can leave a comment in the description below as well. Thank you.